For the past season of the Mentium podcast, we've explored what it takes to build success, how to develop the right mindset, break through mental barriers, and take ownership of our own life. Yes, we started with the self because I truly believe that when building anything, we need a strong foundation. So if you want to build the human being, you need to start with themselves. You need to start with their mindset. And that's what we attempted to do in season 1 of the Mentium podcast. But here's what we realized. Success is not just about personal achievement. It is also about impact. I believe that when people are empowered, they can change their own lives, lift up their own families, and ultimately transform their own communities. That's how we fight poverty. That's how we reduce crime. That's how we build a better world. Hello there, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning into Mentium, the podcast that takes you on a journey to unlock the full potential of your mind. My name is Majama. I will be your host and your guide on this adventure into the fascinating realm of mindset, mental fitness, and personal growth. In each episode, I dive deep into the intricacies of the human mind, exploring the power of positive thinking, resilience, and the strategies to cultivate a mindset that propels you towards success. So buckle up for a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to unleash the power of your mind with Mentium. Back in 2013, when I was writing a blog called Motivate to Elevate, helping people unleash their full potential, I set out with one mission. The mission was that I wanted to be a full-fledged participant in the betterment of the world, a world of peace and bliss, love and understanding, abundance and prosperity. Fast forward 2025, that mission is still burning inside me. That's why I started the Mentium podcast, and ultimately the Mentium Institute was born. Today, I am thrilled to introduce something new for season 2 of the Mentium podcast, a shift that will take us even deeper into the power of transformation. But before we dive into what's coming next, let's take a moment to look back at everything we've covered in season 1 and why it mattered. If you remember, our first episode dealt with the 3 dimensions of our mind. But the last episode was talking about breaking through mental barriers that hold us back. What we can see here is the focus was really on you, making sure you had the right tools and equipment, had the mental fitness to navigate through life and get what you need. But let's be honest, most people go through life reacting instead of creating. They wake up, go to work, follow a routine, and hope things will change. But we've learned something powerful in season 1, that hope is not a strategy. Action is. We covered topics like mindset shifts that separate the successful from the stagnant, overcoming fear, self-doubt, and procrastination, the importance of habits, discipline, and personal accountability. Breaking through mental barriers that hold us back was our last episode. But why does this matter beyond just personal success? Because when individuals take control of their lives, everything around them changes. When someone builds financial independence, they lift up their own family. When someone overcomes self-doubt, they become a leader who inspires others. When someone breaks through a cycle of poverty or fear, they show their community what's possible. Success is not just personal, it's contagious. And that's what brings us to the next season of the Mentium podcast, the shift to stories of impact and why it matters. Imagine a world where everyone had access to knowledge, support, and mindset tools they need to thrive. Imagine if everyone could rise above their circumstances, create financial security, and build a life of purpose. That's the vision behind Stories of Impact. I want to highlight people whose work is changing lives: entrepreneurs, community leaders, educators, and everyday people who have broke through the struggles to make a difference. Because when we talk about things like crime, poverty, financial hardships, we often focus on the symptoms instead of the root cause. If you give people the tools to take care of themselves, they don't have to resort to crime. If you empower people with knowledge, they can break cycles of poverty. If you help someone see their own worth, they will take responsibility for their own future. And that's why this next season is so important. We are going beyond theory. We are diving into real transformation. I want to share a quick story that drives this point home. In my journey as a public speaking and leadership coach, I have worked with people who started out feeling like their voices didn't matter. They lacked confidence. They were unsure of their own abilities, and they didn't believe they could make a difference. But when they found their voice and built confidence, everything changed. One student I worked with had never spoken in front of a group before. He was incredibly intelligent, but fear held him back. When he finally broke through that fear, he delivered his first speech. Not only did he inspire his audience, he started believing in his own ability to lead. That confidence led to opportunities, better relationships, and a new sense of purpose. And that's what impact is all about. One person changes and it creates ripple effects. This is exactly why these conversations matter. Because if we can learn from those who have already walked the path, we can shortcut our own journey and create even bigger impact. Now, I want to take a moment and do a quick reflection exercise with you. Grab a pen and a paper, or just think about your answers. Think back to season 1. What's one lesson that really stuck with you? Have you applied that lesson in your life? Who in your life have made an impact in you? Write it down, say it out loud. Because when we recognize the people who have shaped us, we start thinking about how we can do the same for other people. I want Mentium Podcast Season 2 to be more than just a series of interviews. I want it to be a movement. And here's how you can be part of it. If you know someone whose stories needs to be heard, please reach out to me. I am looking for guests whose work has created real impact. Engage with the conversation. After each episode, I want you to think, what can I learn from this? What can I apply in my own life? Share the stories that inspire you. When we lift each other up, we all rise together. Season 1 was about building the foundation. Season 2 is about taking action. I can't wait to bring these powerful conversations to you. So stay tuned, because Stories of Impact is coming very soon as the next episode. But before I part with you today, I wanted to take a moment to really express my gratitude to all of you, my listeners, my viewers, wherever you are, you know yourself. I am deeply honored, deeply touched by your kindness, because you were giving me your time to listen to what I have to say. From Japan to London, from Paris to Dakar, from Brazil to Sierra Leone. I have listeners all over the world. When I name your city or your country, you know exactly who you are. Wherever you are listening from, know that I know, because I see it in the statistics. Over 160 cities and 36 countries. I am overwhelmed with joy, and I can't thank you enough. All I can say is thank you, and may God continue to bless you. Until next time, take care of yourself and your loved ones. I am Majama, and this is Mentium. Peace.